Hey, there's a robot revolt in Edgewater. Well, not really. But what if robots took over the world? What would be their relationship to humans? Would it be a carefree utopia with happy automatons cheerfully laboring away while people enjoy a life of leisure? Or will the robots develop ideas and aspirations of their own, eventually viewing their human creators as archaic, inferior predecessors, in fact, outdated models? This is the basic concept behind Bo List's R.U.R, a world premiere production freely adapted from the play Rossum's Universal Robots by Karel Capek, playing now at City Lit Theater, directed by Brian Pastor. This is Reno Lovison, executive producer at ChicagoBroadcastingNetwork.com, encouraging you to like, comment, and please subscribe to our podcast channel or website to be alerted when new content is added. As the play begins, it becomes apparent that the use of robots in society to do menial tasks has been employed for some time. However, for the most part, they're still considered rudimentary. Harry Rossum, played by Brian Bro, the inheritor of Rossum's Universal Robots, is a kind of ditzy inventor who is preparing to unveil his new generation of totally lifelike robots at an upcoming World Exposition. Rossum has furthered his development on an isolated island with the assistance of his scientist stepmother, Dr. Gall, played by Mary Ross, and his business advisor and inventory manager, Alquist, played by Brian Perry. Madeline Lohr is Helena Glory, who arrives with her nana, Shauna Tucker, to discuss the fair and humane treatment of robots with Rossum. In short order, Rossum and Glory fall for each other and are wed. The robots include Radius, played by Sean William Kelly, Tibia, who also plays a few other quite similar models, played by Claudia Sevilla, who cheerfully go about their programmed tasks. However, robots Marius, played by Brendan Hutt, and Sulla, played by Alex George, seem to be gaining knowledge from experience and increasing their intelligence. Without giving away too much, it's safe to disclose that the robots eventually revolt, and therein lies the conflict to be resolved. The overall vibe of this production is lighthearted with a sense of urgency, using a compressed timeline and simple dialogue, much like a comic book or 1950s sci-fi movie. Think Flash Gordon or Adventures of Superman. Bro, as Rossum, at times out of touch and timid, is requisitely lost in space, playing up his opportunities for broad humor. The character Alquist starts out slow, but builds interestingly to the end. Perry's transformation from bit part to pivotal role is notable. Alex George's portrayal of Sulla is the standout. Her physical bearing and cold, calculating demeanor is the perfect mix of automaton infused with possibly the worst aspects of humanity. I'm unfamiliar with the original source, but understand that written at the dawn of World War II, it was intended as a cautionary tale regarding social engineering and ideas of inferiority and otherness. Shadows of this message exist in List's version. It also ultimately asks the question, what does it mean to be human? Sound design by Jonathan Guillen adds sensory depth to the production. The set design by Jeremiah Barr, intended to be the interior of the robotic showroom, is simple, but outstandingly augmented by 3 previous models, presumably envisioned and or fabricated by props designer Megan McGrath. Likewise, the ray guns utilized by the robots and the cordless phone were hysterical. Costuming by Beth Lasky Miller was exceptional, visually futuristic, showing great restraint, keeping within the range of the naivety of the play's overall attitude. R.U.R, Rossum's Universal Robots, world premiere adaptation by Bo List, freely adapted from the play by Karel Capek, is at City Lit Theater, 1020 West Bryn Mawr Avenue, Chicago, on the 2nd floor of the historic Edgewater Presbyterian Church, through June 15, 2025. Running time is 2 hours with a 10-minute intermission. For tickets and information, visit www.citylit.org or call 773-293-3682. Be sure to see our reviews of Galileo playing through June 15th at the Trapdoor Theater and Art, produced by Remy Bumpo at Theater Wit until June 1st. This is Reno Lovison, executive producer at ChicagoBroadcastingNetwork.com, encouraging you to like, comment, and subscribe to our podcast channel, YouTube channel, or website to be alerted when new content is added. And always, if you need assistance with marketing, video production, or video editing for your business or organization, check out renoweb.net. While you're there, take a look at the information about how to create your own video memoir to preserve your personal story.